Yo, what's up, ladies, gentlemen, and they, thems, and welcome back to Coffee Talk 2. It's been like 2 weeks since I last recorded this game. I know we've been slacking a bit on this series. I want to say this is like before the last episode in the series is when I was before school happened. So I kind of get a pass on that. Come on, give your boy a little slack. But I'm excited to get back into the swing of things with this game. Hey Rachel. Rebel. Miss Rachel. Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I've done it, Rebel. Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ. I told you about it last time, remember? Oh, yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Oh, okay. Are you sure we could play it? What about NDAs and stuff like that? Please say it's not copyrighted. I'm not trying to get this video taken down. Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. No, we are not. We probably live to, well, not live. We are probably viewing this with millions of people. Probably like 10 years later, but still. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so... Oh. Never mind that. Let's just play it. Quick. What do you think? I was inspired by the drink you gave me. A sweetheart latte, wasn't it? That's right. You composed the melodies? With Army, yeah. So, like, I know with the name, like, Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? It's kind of fun sounding. But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like, a new love's beginning or thinking about your crush. Bro, like, the song I'm listening to right now is basically talking about love. Whippy! I swear. We got a little theme going on with today's episode. Or at least I think. The sourness of anxiety and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to keep the delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. I think I see where you're going with this. Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs to be the perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or it would curdle, yeah. That's a really interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about. What is it? If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice? I know, I'm planning on something. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Raul? Oh, thank you for asking. Me, I'm actually like, school was pretty good. It was the usual. Oh, you wasn't talking about me. I wasn't talking about my actual. Oh, sorry. Just fine. Business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Hendry? Yes, he did. He was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wondered what he was doing. Ah, I see. And do you two not see each other often? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, you're not wrong in thinking that, but Dad's getting older, He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, None of our extended family even lives in the States. Huh. So as much as I've been he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Before you throw his ass into a retirement home. Hello, welcome. Who is it? Ah, good evening to you, Miss Riona. It's been a minute. Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. What's wrong? Lay it on me, baby girl. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Alright. Is she alright? I'm not sure. Hey, she just walked in, so I don't know. Oh well, I'll just get a drink first. Also, I like these beats, I'm not gonna lie. Right, what would you like? I'll have a cup of milk, please. That's it? Okay. I won't judge on what you drink. Shoot, you are my customer. You are my value customer. I value very much. Here you go, a cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something, but it's nothing special, so don't worry about it. No, it's this way. It's this way I say bye to my customers. Yeah. What's up, Riona? Miss, are you alright? No. I think I'm sad. What? Stop misclicking. Oh, okay, that's what I said. What's wrong? That's right. What's wrong, Riona? Or Riona, what's wrong? I'm about to get in my feelings right now. I don't like seeing people cry. I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? Oh, God, no. Don't get on this. What makes you think that, miss? My apologies. I did not mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course, let it all out. Miss Rachel is right. Feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversations with Rebel and the regulars of this coffee shop, I have gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is like my ignorance was on purpose. Oh, she's tearing up too. Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? God, stop it, Riona, please. I'm so sorry. Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it, and I gradually respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also, although I did not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I am aware that I must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself. Don't! Because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo, to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes, but I have not been trying my best. That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and my industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education. But that's beside the point. And for the simple fact of what I am, I'm truly fine with all that. I really am. Because of all of it is a pain I am already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. Just might be. Can I give her like a hug? A pat on the back? Is an okay? It's gonna be fine. Might be difficult. Miss, Stop it! I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Riona! Hush up! Stop that. You're gonna make me cry. Would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. You ain't got no flash, no cash on me. Shoot. But Rebel insists, right? Right. Don't pass up free food. Like, if anything's free, lay it on me. That's your advice from Nameless. If anything's free, lay it on me. Shoot. What was the pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie. Did you like it? I did. Quite a lot, actually. Then I'll make you something special just for you. Could you tell me what its flavor profile? Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of the hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. So mint and hibiscus, obviously. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with the hibiscus and mint. Very sweet. Blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. I mean, honey is sweet, but like, can we do some other type of... Nah, let's go with honey. That's my go-to anyway, for like anything sweet. Mint and honey hibiscus. What if I do it another way around? Like, put the honey before the mint. This is gonna... I know it won't do the same thing, but like... Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Give me a round of applause. Give myself a clap. Shoot. Like that. One pie in a cup coming up. Wow, Rebel. That's so extra. It's because I'm extra. It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. It really is. Well done, Rebel. You don't have to thank me too much, but, you know, keep thanking me. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. Simply a fruit cardinals with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry on one on hand. Sure. It's not a pie filling, trust me. It's not. It's nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. Did that cheer you up, Riona? Good! What's on your mind? Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what is it? Huh? Your driving force, before you started questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice, whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done lots of ways. Like politics. As boring as that could be. Huh? You're not wrong, but... that was just an example. Jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. That's why that's kind of the reason why I wanted to be a YouTuber, not gonna lie. Like, I just want to give people a reason to smile at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, or whatever you want to watch this. I want to be the reason people smile and forget about, you know, the hell that is real life. So thank you. Thank you for reminding me that. But that's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. So do what you want. Don't do what other people expect you to do. Do what... fuck. I had something like, smart to say, something philosophical to say, but it right out of my mind. That is why I wish to pursue it as long as I'm able. However, I believe it is also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Oh! I simply do not wish to be trapped by my own fear forever, although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think that everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I've always believed in sincere efforts, but never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Doesn't mean it's still not on the table. Wait, doesn't mean it's still not on the table. Doesn't mean it's still on the... No. Yeah, no, I had it right the first time. Lucas? Oh, he's an influencer who's been coming through here recently. You never met, have you? Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait! You know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomodachi. Or Tomochill. Why do I keep saying Tomodachi? Oh, it's just because of the Tomo. And immediately my mind fills with Tomodachi. And then I just fill that in with Tomodachi. Hold up. Yeah, It is Tomodachi. So I wasn't capping. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, this aim is to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So, what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him. Tell him you change your mind. Also, Rachel, I love your fit, and I'd actually love to get a jacket like yours one day. But just the only reason why I just like stopped in the middle to compliment her jacket is because it reminds me of this jacket that my grandma gave me. Like, isn't that? Oh my god, it's so cool. Almost as cool as Rachel's jacket. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not so sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Stop it! Shh, 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 shh. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you get an immediate response too. Like, shoot, Lucas is cool. Lucas is not the type to of nigga to be like, oh well, she didn't accept my offer the first time, but her. I'm just kidding. He responded. What did I say? What did he say? Well, what? No, what did Lucas say? Not what did I say? What? That's how I talk, okay? He told me to stay here because he's coming here soon. Huh? Huh? Hmm? Does he live, like, nearby or something? No, not really. But it seems he had some things to do around here. I see. What a great coincidence. That means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me courage, Miss Riona. Or Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. So what now? Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all worked together as one, like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around, is it because many still choose to remain in the commune? Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. And you're like one of the first to do it. Right? Because like, in this playthrough, in this world, in this series at least, you're like the first Banshee we ever encountered. So that's cool. Very commendable. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving, and I'm not. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Not me, I swear. Like, if I'm on that, once, I tell you what, this Monday, once I get my permit and start being on in these streets, within a week, I probably crash into, I have 2 or 3 gas stations near me. I'm bound to crash into one of them. So if you see on the news that dumbass YouTuber RebelRacc drove into not one, not two, but 3 gas stations, just know it's your boy. Even in traffic, well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. But I do find something calming in driving, so I'll give you that. So, when you said everyone has a specific role, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee culture center anywhere. Time to start one then. Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Oh? Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell products, or are simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods, and she is our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, another is in charge of all our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, like, does each role only have one bearer at a time? No. Sometimes there are 2 or more depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. I see. Interesting. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Although there are times when I wish she would retire. My man Lucas. Why? She's doing a good job with it. But the world truly changed her. Oh? She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, or to simply defend the commune. That is such a heavy burden. It is, but she refused to accept any help offered to her. Kind of like you? Why? Because it has... sorry. Because it has become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here. Yeah, hi lady. I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story. Fine by me? It is as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we were already past that formal stuff. Am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. But she is. Shh, lady, speak. The lady is speaking. Whoops, okay, sorry. It is as, Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride. Oh, so while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Right. That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that, oof, tough. I guess I could relate in some ways. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Mid? Like, mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turned into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone, which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudice decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their world to the size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Yeah, and sadly, different cultures is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. That makes sense. We all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold, all of it has an impact on others, in one way or another. Right. Yeah, for sure. So about your show. Yeah, you're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so... kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast and a deep dive and a showcase, but I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city and beyond if it takes off. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. That's the mindset, Lucas. That's yes. You are my guy. He knows me. Like me and him, we on the same wavelength. No, keep that positivity up. Keep that optimism up, cause one day it'll follow that optimism. That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be. Tut tut. I might not know the exact format yet. But all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Really, what are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. Wait, did it? I saw something out of the corner of my eye under Rachel's text. Maybe I'm just like stupid. The first one being the format itself, which ironically is the only thing I don't have yet. Anyway, a proper format has good consistency. Could it be the way the show is cut or how the information flows? It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too. That makes sense. Yes, I would know. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentially It's kind of, okay, I'm gonna impose right now. It's kind of like with my channel in gaming. Of course, the gaming is the main theme, but with the topics, I kind of don't have topics really. Or I do have topics, but they're not clear and concise. Like with Coffee Talk, I basically talk about things protruding to what the story is going, or what is being talked about in the story, if you can kind of get my drift. Themes within themes. So like the theme in my channel is gaming, yet the theme in this game is like real stuff, I guess. Cause even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. That's true, right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figure it should start small and nearby, but still have a potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring the city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh, you get what I'm saying. I can see that there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, histories. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to go cover. Makes sense. What's next? You know your audience. Honestly, this is the internet era. You don't need to appeal to everyone, because trying to appeal to everyone, no. Appeal to your audience. Appeal to what you want to appeal by. Me, I want to appeal to not gamers. I don't know. Cool people. Identify yourself with me. comment down below, I guess, just like, what do you like to identify yourself as, or what audience are you a part of? So I know what my audience is kind of a part of, because I don't know what to pinpoint what my audience is, if you catch my drift. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still got a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have based my audience already, but since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Because people do not like change. That's right! But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood projects, they'll be eager to check it out. Cool coffee shop, they'll be interested in visiting. Wink wink. Oh, anyway, you all know what I mean. Next thing is audio quality, great visuals and edits, you know the drill. All that YouTuber shtick. Of course. And the last thing you need is for a good show is me. Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean, personality and smarts. You know, what I bring to the table. To find your info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? I don't see nothing funny. Am I not the perfect guy? You are, Lucas. You are in my eyes. Resourcefully. Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying, because didn't you say now you're new to the city, so... Oh, I see how it is. But you really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though, I'll tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it that your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. Wait, you split off from the girl band? Wait, how come I haven't connected these dots already? And I heard there'll be a talking show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? I have my ways. Got them connections. I didn't get any info from any shady sources, I promise. Well, okay, I give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already. Oh? Because I won't be in the show. Oh, why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like, a new us to show we've grown. Huh. I get that 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read the room with a sensitivity. Therefore, it would definitely be interesting I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Aw, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my song, and my performances. You know? Yes, I understand that very well. Then do you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? So you actually have a side project? Well, yeah, but I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe you could work out after all. How about a new channel, will you? You wish. I'm a very busy Neko Mimi, but maybe. Woohoo! What is it, Rebel? Speak, boy, speak. I thought your plan was to have Miss Riona as your first guest. Oh, well, about that. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but I was kinda hoping you'd be my co-host instead. What? Me? I was going to ask you later, but Rebel over here cornered me with something fierce. Oops, sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you two, or to you. I'll be honest, like, they do have a dynamic together of, like, how she's a little more quiet, reserved, but, like, sees things more objectively and, perspectively, kind of. And Lucas, He's just a loudmouth dumbass that everyone, like, you'll grow on him, or he'll grow on you. I promise you that. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot, and all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Again, we're on the same wavelength. I'm just me and Lucas and me. Like, contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah, what's more, she's not nervous talking in front of the camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know, I'm just saying, she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later, if you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. Of course, take your time. However, if you are open to receiving inputs, may I throw an idea for the format of the show? For real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until you all tell me everything I missed. Okay. Yeah, the night's still young anyway. No, it's not. Oh, so we're just gonna roll straight into not the second day, but the same day or the same night. Cause time works. Well, I'm sure you don't need a lesson on how time works, but did it skip over my birthday? No, that was my birthday, wasn't it? October 1st. Yeah, yesterday in game was October 1st. Okay. I don't want to start the night yet, but the night yet, but you just threw me into that. I'll catch you back once I look over my phone and stuff, but still. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why you're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Oh, it wasn't sad so much as cute though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey's should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the lights. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! Whoops, my apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid like a wall. Literally solid like a wall. We don't say literally in this household. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Oh, Jesus. You all found your way to your seats. I'm impressed. Damn it. I should have split this up into two, shouldn't I? Because I love the wedding storyline, but also like what we got into earlier in the episode. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. That's what it means to have regulars, Rebel. So it does. Now, shall we get this celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. I gotta dress for the occasion. Like, no. I'm not putting on pants though. Alright, party people. Let's get this bachelor party started. Or is it bachelor party? I don't know. Let's get this pre-game wedding started. Let's go. That's an adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline. I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey. Don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? Ha, no. We're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Miss Miller. Anything to make you happy. Aw, you always make me melt! Disgusting, I know. He said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall's flowers that they make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. But we ain't serving alcohol. It's only tea in this, or coffee or tea in this bit. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something dedicated, decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey, but with some freshness to it, please, Rebel. Oh, well, one at a time. Nah, f that. I'm using my phone. I'm cheating. I'm basically cheating right now. As a Salt Lord once said to me before, if you're not cheating, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Chocolate, honey, and no. Chocolate, honey, and mint. There. No, sorry. This is tough to like. There we go. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Damn. 2 times Bailey's. I got you. Very comforting. Oh, that was Gala drinking. My bad. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. High praise from you, Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. British? Why would you call my drink Brit? That's an insult, Hyde. Come on, now. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Rebel? I did a bit of traveling in my day. I've never traveled before in my life, except to Japan, but I was stationed there. Or my family was stationed there, I should say. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like 2 ships in the night. Before meeting at the morning. That's very lyrical. Huh. I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Nah, you know rude vampires are much more my type. Hey, actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Rebel, maybe? I don't think I'm right. I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. All right, let me get my shaker cup. In that case, like I don't have a teacup around or anything to like serve like tea or coffee, like teacups basically. So I'm gonna use my shaker bottle. Like it. I wish I got one of those waifu cups, but I was like, it was expensive and out of stock, so we'll just put some anime stickers on it and call it my waifu cup. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's, and thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Here. He'll always be a part of our lives now, Rebel. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Kanpai! Kanpai. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Well, fine. Thank you, Lou and Bailey's, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Rebel guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as I did. But despite that, you made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. Aw, Gala. Thanks, man, really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Now what? Are you allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Oh man, shit. Like, that's actually getting me too. Rebel, my dear Rebel. Never think that you're out of my reach of my retribution. Don't worry, Hyde. It's onions. Someone's cutting onions around here, okay? I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have been benefited the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh, speaking of starting a family, just in case you know. Oh, and I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Listen, as much as I love you guys, this ain't no damn daycare. Or it could be. Just, you know, not actually, let me think, because after night or nighttime daycare or whatever, that sounds dope, but not good for the kids, I guess. Personally, I'm fine with the soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. You know, hairy, big burly dude. I get it, but you're like that big teddy bear, I guess. Like, oh, winka winka, or something like that. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice, and all tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots, and they made a miniature forest out of vegetable and dark chocolate. Wow, when did you go to this place like that? And why didn't you invite me? A while ago with my family, back when we were still in touch. Bae, I'm okay, sweetie. Shut that shit up. Don't make me jealous, okay? I like to snide. I like to be jealous of happy couples, okay? Since I'm not in one. Well, I mean cocktail. I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. In the soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O-type, preferably. Universal donors and all that. Hey, I still wouldn't, I would like to try. Shoot. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Bailey's. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. You love family unconditionally. Like, come on now. We all do. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that needs to be protected. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she would take him when he's under fury. If Rebel ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. Hey, I see you, Gala. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over. Your primary school friend, Bailey's. Marco? I thought I caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn mutilated in a smirk. Stop with the big words, okay? You're making me mixed up. Hopefully you capture some pictures of our lovebirds too. Ah yes, I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know, but it will be worth it. I'm so happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. A perfect shot. Oh, look at this, babe. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yes, once we sifted through the superfluous details. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Rebel, you wanted to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. I'm like, you can probably see it in my eyes, but this guy actually got me tearing up. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I love that. Would mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Rebel, I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I take it that you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde. It would seem so. Oh, come on, tell him. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going to back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to. Don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're really a sweet couple. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her around. Shit, man. Stop. That's a lovely idea. I bet Little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde. And just like that, he promised to take their pictures, pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience. So that I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pics. Sounds like a good redistribution to me. Right? So, does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house, and I've got the job, and I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here for a little while. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not so sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Tamagotchi scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love, it's alright. I'm glad we talked it through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does, and my family doesn't contribute anything. And in fact, Lua's mom told me the same during the wedding. I don't know you talked to her. I didn't know you talked to her about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is that I'd make her daughter happy, which is good because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids' topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing. Shoot, I'd love to be the stay-at-home dad, and my wife be the breadwinner. Well, not our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be the stay-at-home dad. I'll still do some freelancing work and when I have the time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones and of our place. Up top Hot or up top Bailey's. My man, you know what's up. You know, I keep thinking, how happy am I that I met you and married you? Not many men would have wanted that. Yeah, they want to be the old Broly. No, you stay in the kitchen and you bear my child. You'd be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes and, be more in touch with their feelings. I've known many men who'd rather stay at home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller? Miss W? No. Using my family name on you feels wrong. Huh. They would throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Excuse me. Look at you and your gold phone, gold watch, and your... Jesus, man. You're like balling out, I swear. Sounds like a Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. No kidding. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only long-ish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a life or once in a while wishes you get. That makes sense to me. I will say though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes the life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yes, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. He's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Rebel from the start. Not that I ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He has been very kind to me and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad that he befriended you two. This chat right now is really good. You're alright too, Mr. Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Ha, right back at you. Oh, listen to that. It's pouring rain again. It'd be really cold if you didn't have your jacket, babe. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. Of course you would, you loving couple. But I can't hate on y'all two. Y'all two are goated. I love y'all two. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you two. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rainy weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often. Shoot, a raining wedding sounds awesome, not gonna lie, shoot. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Rebel? Are you referring to the Goddess Tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry, but I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but of all her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with the clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, they will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godling sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them, and they lost their balance. Oh no! Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in the place for many human eras, until a human found them. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright then, Aeon and Ray it is. I like this name Aeon. So name? Yeah, it's the name of one of my favorite songs too. Ray walked up to Aeon and finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They could discuss stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvests and young children, of families and old men. They talked of time and of eternity as they looked into each other's eyes. They found both the briefest of moments and the longest of eras in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, my love, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged by that her favorite child would be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die just like your fiancé. Yuck. And to nobody's surprise, at this point, Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours she was despondent and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye into the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. For the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words but a goddess' word once spoken isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be." But I think that's a bit far-fetched. Damn! What do you mean, why are you tearing up? Shit, man. You got me too. Well, barely, but still. My love, why are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. Stupid! You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. And you make a good dad telling your stories. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at the rain the same way now. Shoot. I love the rain. Something about it just feels calming and soothing. Shoot. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right. The goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history with rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Up top, Hyde. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Oh! Look. There's at least someone who's safe from the rain now. Oof, that's a very wet little guy. Poor Gala, did he just shake all the rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. Hey, it's our regular. We need to get a name for them. We'll find out a name for them, I promise you. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Rubble? No, but he's been around here a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. He's our mascot. That's pretty much how you got Hyde too. You're not wrong. Oh man. Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. Oh, what did I miss? A cat, apparently. Oh yes, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight, messages between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know what the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I'm more of a, almond type of guy. I just want floors I could walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about the decoration, Hyde. I am particular in the sense that I want it to look good, but he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought that up. Truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gallop? Why indeed? My job, time. Your job, time. I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true. I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ladies, calm down now. Kiss and make up. Go ahead. Ugh. I'm getting lightheaded right now. I'm just enjoying this episode way too much. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe and home, it's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public space. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange place to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Rebel. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That, and also, you are all right. Sounds like everyone's going to be busy with our own stuff for a while. But I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week, or a month, or a year. I know it's going to be a good time. Cheers to that. Here. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get fury remedies. And to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. Oh, it lightened up. Well, how about that? I think the rain is over. And we've kept you for a while already, Rebel. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Rebel. Good night. Good night, you two. Bye-bye. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Rebel. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Rebel. Will do. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me for a second longer. Eek! Bae! What are you doing? I'm carrying you. Oh my god. I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way into the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. I'm sorry for oh my god. I don't even know why I'm crying, man. Bustling busy in a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like to have a chosen hive. Damn. We're gonna end it off there because this is getting a little too emotional for me. And got the 2 days done, but man, I'm sorry for getting a little emotional at the end of the video, but it's just very sweet, man. Maybe one day, maybe my best friend, maybe one of my siblings, maybe even me can experience something like that. But man, it's just very sweet and stuff. So, like, comment, sub, and comment down below if that got you too, because it certainly got me. Maybe it's because I kind of know these characters for a little while, but still, this just got into the feels a bit. I had some few announcements, but I'll probably leave it for another video. So I'm just gonna end it off there before I get too emotional. That concludes the show, ladies and gentlemen and they thems. Make sure to say see you later on your way out and catch the next show. Till next time, peace out.